part two because I'm cooking today. You feel me? I'm in James 2, 17, 15. I'm really going to be in 14 to 21, but I'm going to bounce around in here because I left off at 15 to 8 to 17, I believe. So let me just cook real quick. Let God's words cook real quick. Suppose a brother or a sister is without clothes and daily food. If one of you say to them, go in peace and keep warm and well fed, but does nothing about their physical needs, what good is it? Faith without works is dead. And faith without work is dead, and work without faith is dead. You need both. They need to be hand in hand. You feel me? And that's what I've been running into. I got the faith, but the work is dead. And then I got the work, and then my faith is dead. And that's what I've been running into because I'm listening to my heart, but my heart is deceitful. And since my heart is deceitful, I'm listening to my mind, but my mind is in overdrive and is over processing information. And when you process information more than what it needs to be processed and is negative information, you're diluting yourself with poison, and you can kill your blessing. You can slow down your blessing from coming. You can hinder yourself from growth. You can damage people that God placed in your life. You could damage opportunities like work or a new home or a car when God placed those things in your life because your thought process is poison. You can't discern what's good. But be transformed by the renewing of your mind. Then you will be able to test and approve what God's will is. That's work. But be transformed by the renewing of your mind. God is going to help you with your mind issue. You have to put in the work to think positive and to trap and grab those negative thoughts when they come and say that is not of you, because the Holy Spirit, I am, it's in me, so I can't think that way. Then you'll be able to test and approve what God's will is. Man, this job ain't really going the way that I wanted. I need the overtime. They're not giving me the overtime. I need a second job. Complaining, it's not of God. Wanting more than what you can actually handle is not of God. Overworking yourself is not of God. He gave you a rest day for a reason. When we go into overthinking, when we question what God places in front of us, when we say, I gotta work this hard and I gotta do more because I can't afford school and I can't afford these bills and I can't afford to take care, we telling God, I do not trust you to provide for me. Do not be like the Gentiles that ask for the basic needs, because your God knows what you need: water, shelter, and clothes, and food. I know the basic things you need. That's what God says. And that's who I am. I say I need to work. I need to get another job. I need to do this. I. And I forgot about the I am that's in me. So in James, when we hear people talk about the things that they need, God could have took you and placed you in front of them because you can give them the need, but you go in peace and keep warm and well fed. You ain't help. You had the means and you didn't help. But I take it even farther. I take it to just yourself. Because you and I know God's word, and it tells us not to be stressed about anything, but yet we're stressed. It tells us to not be fearful of anything, but yet we fear. I have no car right now because my transmission is gone, and I'm like counting on myself. But then I forgot who my God is. And he's a God that gives and takes. There's a reason I lost, right? I lost because of my own negligence. I didn't take care of my car, even though I had the car for 7 years and I kept up with the maintenance. But I should have known more about my vehicle than what I did, right? But let's go down to verse 17. So it says, keep warm and well fed, but does nothing about their physical need. What good is it? In the same way, faith by itself, if it is not, I got so much highlighted I had to pause for a second to see where I was at. In the same way, faith by itself, if it is not accompanied by action, is dead. Show me your faith without deeds, and I will show you my faith by my deeds. You believe that there is one God, good. Even the demons believe that and shuddered. You foolish person, do you want evidence that faith without deeds is useless? Was not our father Abraham considered righteous for what he did when he offered his son Isaac? My discipline in God is weak. And me and my girl was speaking about this a couple days ago, where we were talking about our faith and problems that we're going through and stuff, and talking about being weak. That is not of Christ. We are stronger than what we think we are, but that heart, the deceitful heart, man, that heart is so deceitful. It is so disgusting. It is so nasty. It's going to tell you you're weak so that you could ponder the negative thoughts in your head, speak ill of yourself. Those nasty thoughts are now captured by the enemy, and he's going to continue to plant, and then you're going to build a covenant with that negativity. And now your faith in your work is at trouble. The chains that was took off of you, you have placed those chains back on your own self. There's a Bible verse that says, when a demon leaves you and you sweep up and you clean up and you get your house in order and all nice, and that demon goes off and it can't find another host and it wanders the dry place, it comes back and then realizes that your house is all nice and clean, and he goes back and he comes back with 7 more demons worse than itself. That's what we do to ourselves. When we go from this, looking up, to this and thinking and all that, the demons that left, they come back and they having a party. The negative thoughts, the stumbling blocks, the things that you are doing to yourself in your own mind. Because what we want is, we want God to just take it all away. But that's dead. He's going to put you in situations so that you can test. But be transformed by the renewing of your mind, then you will be able to test and approve what God's will is. He's going to put you in positions. He's going to break you. He's going to stick things in front of you. When you ask for patience, when I say, Lord, give me patience, he puts me in front of problems where I need to be patient in, but I don't have the patience. When I ask God to make me strong, he's going to put me in positions like I don't have my car that's going to make me strong, because now I got to walk in this heat. I got to ride this bike. I got to wait on public transportation. I got to deal with the YNs on the bus. His good, pleasing, and peaceful will. We cannot understand what his will is when we are overthinking. We cannot understand his will when that heart is deceitful. When times get tough, we have to go through the pain with faith and put in the work. There's time God talked to me, and I know he's talking to me because I heard him loud and clear, and he told me what to do, and I go that way. Because there's a little bit of Moses in me, and there's a little bit of Jonah, and I'd be like, nah, I can't do that. And that's not of God. There's times God says, I need you to turn around and talk to this person about my word. And I say, I'm not doing that. I feel it on the tip of my lips. I want to, but that overthinking, the fear of rejection, the fear of an issue, or, the human flesh gets in the way. The overthinking gets in the way. Relationships, when hard times come, your flesh, your deceitful heart, and your thoughts get in the way, and you push your blessing away. Because we think it's supposed to be our way. And we ignore Yahweh because we prefer our way. But it ain't our way, it's Yahweh. We have to follow his way because his way is perfect. We left who we was for a reason. For a reason.